enjoy doing a series of quick, yummy, and healthy snack ideas for you guys. The one I'm going to start with today is a variation of the Spy Girl recipe video, which you can see here. Marcus calls them his bowl of cookies because they're crisp, they're satisfying, they're sweet, delicious, and on top of everything else, they're healthy. So I'm going to share this with you. It's nice to have when you have your children running around, your significant other. It's nice to have a bowl of these lying on the counter for them as a snack. So let me show you how I make them really quick. So this is a mandolin. If you guys don't know what a mandolin is, it's a pretty cool tool. It's fun, like the spiralizer. You can do your own cuts, but the mandolin gives you perfect cuts each time. Same size, it's lovely. So that's why I like the mandolin. I also use it for when I'm making the lasagna, raw lasagna. You wanna make sure you get thick, not too thick, not too thin, the same size noodles, you know, and you can adjust your thickness, the cut. It's great. I also use it for the apple ravioli. So there's quite a few things you can get out of the mandolin, and it's cheap. It's like $40. Okay, so I have some really nice organic oranges. I just look for big, somewhat firm, and organic. Okay, so those are the three ingredients you want to look for. So I'm just going to cut the tip off. Be careful with these mandolins. They are extremely sharp. It's been decades since I've cut myself on one because I know how I need to be so careful with it, which I am now. This is the safety, very important. You want to put your fruit or vegetable or whatever food in that safety. And then you want to, what I do is I do one pass and I see the thickness, and I like the thickness. It's going to turn into like a chip or a cookie. If you want it maybe a little more cookie, make it a little thinner, more chip-like, thinner. I love this thing. So I'm just going to do a few to show you. Look how nice. I love those. Okay, so I have already started, here I am, to put them on the mesh screen. And now we're gonna fun it up a little bit. Here I am again. Okay, now we're gonna fun it up. By making a little quick chocolate sauce. So the ingredients for the chocolate sauce are maple syrup. You know, maple syrup does not affect my skin the way processed sugar does. And, you know, I don't use much of it. Cacao powder and a little water and vanilla. If you want to sweeten your cacao, you have to sweeten it with something. Maple syrup is a good choice for me. I know I could do dates and be even more healthy, but I don't like the texture of dates in my chocolate syrup. It just makes it clumpy. I like smooth chocolate syrup. Don't you? Yes. I mean, I could do it all maple syrup, but it's just be way too sweet, and I kind of like bittersweet because the sweet of the oranges will really help with the more bitter from the cacao. Okay, so you see I'm just whisking as I'm slowly pouring water in here. I'm making chocolate sauce right now. So I want to beat all the little cacao balls. And this is going to really thicken up. It might be thin now, but every minute it gets thicker. If we were doing a picture for a cookbook, we'd have to sift it because there's very fine little balls on it, but it's not bad. I want it in a consistency where I can drizzle it. You take your tray right over your sink and place it like that because it's gonna make a big mess when you drizzle. It's simple, just take a spoon, nothing fancy, no bottle, and just drizzle some squiggles. See, you can make perfect zigzags with a spoon. So it's getting thick again, so I'm gonna just whisk a little bit more water in there. Da-da-da-da-da-da. If you guys know me, you know good isn't good enough for me. I have to continue on with the coddling. So what I like to do is I went ahead and I grated a little lemon peel in the grater. So I'm gonna put a little lemon rind on some. And then these are Brazil nuts. And I went ahead and minced them finely. And I like drizzling them on top of the orange slices. And so these are Brazil nuts. You can do whichever nut you like. Brazil nuts are my favorite nut. They are the hardest nut to grow on a farm. They just grow wild. They cannot farm Brazil nuts. So here we go. Just sprinkle them on top of the chocolate. Doesn't that look good? Yum. Okay, so the ones I have in the dehydrator don't have nut sprinkles on them, but they're still really good. Look at that. Doesn't that look hopeful? Well, let's go see. I have my dehydrator set to 122. Just gonna slide it in there. Oh, I did put some nuts on him. Let's see. Oh, I see I got a little lazy and just put it over the whole thing, either that or... Anyways, look at this. Lovely. So... Da, 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 da. La 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 la. Here's a bowl of cookies. So, okay. So yeah, so you just leave this on the counter or serve it to your man if he's working hard behind the computer like mine always is. And leave them on the counter as a treat. Come on, you guys, if you walked in and saw these on the kitchen counter, wouldn't you be like, oh my goodness, here we are. You cannot buy these anywhere on the planet. You have to make them, so you are forced to make these. And if you do, tell me how you love them. See, they're nice and crispy. So just throw them in a dehydrator, 122 degrees, until they're crispy. Usually and you don't even need a sheet, just keep them on the thing. So there's no need to flip them or anything. Just leave them in there for, I don't know, 6 to 10 hours, depending on where you live. Go and try them. When they're crispy, you'll know. However, wait, they will not get as crispy in the dehydrator as they do when you remove them. Remember, a lot of things that you want crispy, that you want the dehydrator to crisp up, you will not realize it's crisp until it hits the air. And then it really crisps up. So yeah, like these are starting to crisp up. Okay, you take care. The next video is going to be about snack number 2, a really exciting, fast, delicious snack. And healthy. Take care. Bye.